Good afternoon, good evening, whatever the fuck time it is. I'm too tired to realize it's still light out. It's 8 o'clock at 7:30. It's still light out.
Not here.
Yeah,
Here it's dark like my hungover soul.
All the light you see is daylight.
Oh no, Nick's here. No.
That's why you need a UV protective glass for your comics there, Rob.
Well, there's curtains. White. I have the inner curtains are drawn, blocking.
Yeah.
There's no direct light.
If anybody's bored tonight, come on up, have fun, relax. I don't think
Are they a 2x4 or are they a 4x4?
Yeah, I'm bored.
Yeah,
What kind of board are they?
Don't even ask me a word last night about this thing. I thought it was funny. I was waiting for somebody.
Yeah, we didn't. It's just easier not to ask you anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just I just assume it's normal for you.
Yeah. One of the great Disney things we get at Disneyland, my wife had to get for herself.
I just figured
A monkey on her shoulder.
Like a weird pirate.
It's what's his face. It's
Groot.
Oh, yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, her daughter got Ratatouille, but the magnet was shitty, so it kept on falling off anyway. What is up, film? I don't forget everyone's real name.
Film Age Studio.
Yeah, I know Chris and Nick and plus Cruises is here.
And there's a party going on right here.
Woo-hoo!
Yes, a
Yeah,
party in
yeah.
my pants.
Ooh, celebrate.
Yeah.
Get
What
your
is
good
it?
times.
I got 2 short boxes mailed to me again this week. So
Short boxes.
yeah.
What?
My buddy James, who lives in Florida, doesn't have room for a lot of his comics, and so he's going to be on unboxing match towards the end of May. And for me, he's probably going to get like 5 or 6 books. I got 2 short boxes, so it's going to be an interesting unboxing match.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah, remind me when that one comes up. I'll figure out a way.
Well, it'll be on a Tuesday for him because he's a waiter and works Mondays. But yeah. So
What does he wait for?
the bus.
Okay.
You're on fire tonight, Rob.
Well,
It's like a dad joke o'clock.
sometimes
Yeah.
I have a full belly for once. I ate before the show, so
Nice. So did I. Yeah,
a little time.
He said
difference.
1 box is full of fillers and the rest should have hits on it. So I'm going to open the filler box before the show. So I'm not doing 2 short boxes on the show. But and tomorrow's going to be fun. Tomorrow's Ruben from IRF Authentics. So
Yeah.
and he sent me a box that's about 18 by 24. So we'll see.
What the hell?
I don't know. Not as douchey as Eddie's box.
If it's not all signed, tell me you don't want it.
It's going to be all signed from him. He made that clear from the get go.
Oh, good.
So.
Good for you.
Yeah. And I'm handing him. None of his are signed because I'm like, well, you can get your own fucking SIG, dude.
Well, you could sign them all if you want.
I could, yeah, but nobody wants that.
Well, unless it was the Taylor Winder book.
Yeah, it's true.
There you go. You could have gotten that. That would have been ballsy.
Just send him a copy of my book. There's $200 worth of books for you, bitch.
And I signed it for you. So
yeah, here's 10 copies of my book.
You know how many copies? You know how many copies I sign?
Yeah,
every one of them.
Pretty much. And you can win one. Probably, most likely, that's what I'll be giving away on Adrian APM's 1,000 follower giveaway next Saturday.
Phenomenal. I'd like to win one.
Which will be happening, I think, right after Slab Hub wraps up. It's just, I think the timing's right. So
cool.
Yeah.
Who do we have this week?
The Man Cave again?
No, Man Cave was not coming. I think it's maybe it's John's Comics with Kids.
Oh, nice.
No, that's not right.
You didn't like your silver box there?
Dude, I just kind of set it down in disgust last night. I will deal with that on an unboxing match with you.
it's Matt Woods.
That's who. Oh, is he from what?
He's a friend of Gary B's. He's also one of the soldiers in Reggie's comic army.
Gotcha.
Soldiers, really?
He's got he's at the top of his house in the A-frame room.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He's got some pretty good books. He's got a Spider-Man 1 that he found at a garage sale. It's a great story.
Nice.
Oh geez, wow.
I missed most of Andy's stuff yesterday because I was day drinking. But we get a lot of fun slabs.
It was there was 3 fandoms he broke it up into. It was Star Wars, books, it was Punisher books, and it was indie books, of which at least half of the indie books, if not more,
Love you
were
too, Chip,
Saga.
you dickhead. Yeah. No, yeah, I was the last third just Saga books. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, it was pretty much. There was a lot of because he was he told us the story about why he's so into Saga, and everything else, and what it means to him personally. So,
what's up, Joe?
hey, Joe. So yeah, that's the one that he's like basically gone off, made it his mission to have like every single #1 cover.
I know. That's why I got to convince him to buy my Lion Cat statue yet. No. I have a guy, I'm trying to, shameless plug, go to my Instagram. I'm trying to sell a pretty rare artist proof statue. And there's a guy in the comments arguing with me about what it is. I'm like, I bought it right from Skybound. It's not like I got this third party. And like, I have the receipt showing it's the artist proof bloody variant. He's like, that's not what you have. I'm like, no, that's what I fucking have. Like, I love the internet. So.
I don't love it.
Some people just know everything, and they're going to let you know it.
Yes. And then he showed me the versions he had, and I'm like, because they have little stickers denoting the versions, and I'm like, yes, that sticker you have is a different color sticker than mine. Hence the.
Oh, you got to check this out. You'll get this one, Taylor.
Do we?
I use my points.
I
use my points for what do you call it? I went down south, and they actually.
Oh, that's awesome! Yeah.
They actually had this at my GameStop down south, so I used all my 50,000 of my points on this guy.
What is it?
Good old gelatinous cube. It's a
gelatinous cube statue.
Yeah.
And they also had the gunslinger action figure I picked up too, just to get it. So that was kind of cool.
If you like shine a light on it, you can see like a guy trapped in there and stuff, right, Eddie? Like,
let's see, what do we have in there? There's a foot coming out here, a shield over here. There's a guy trapped in it, but there's something green. I have no idea what the hell that is.
Well.
There's a hand coming out one, so yeah, he's trapped in there. It's kind of hard to see through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still kind of cool. That's what I've been looking for online, but I couldn't only use it on their online thing. You can only redeem 15,000 points total, so $15 off. Kind of crappy mystery. What?
What kind of crappy mystery box did you open this week?
This week, not much. It was a Fletch box, I think, and
I
got another Fletch box on the way.
I think you missed out on Raiders box, Eddie.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Yeah,
I did. This week I've got. Well, coming in this week, I know I've got the scratch and dent from Jack.
Oh,
Jack. No, I don't even do scratch. I'm not doing Rabbit for a while until they get some new covers. I've got doubles of too many things I don't need. But this week I think it's just I did a blind trade with Ben, which I'm going to put, which he overdid it and sent me a slab for my birthday, which was cool. And then I did a blind trade with Macho, and I forgot to put his apartment number on the package, and it's already in the mail. So I don't know. I'm assuming that'll just come back to me.
Maybe.
He says it won't be delivered, so I told him don't worry about it.
It depends on the post office.
Well, yeah, he was telling me.
I've apparently been having mail go to a house that doesn't exist for years. Literally, I just found out this year when I was doing my taxes that I've had the IRS. I've been sending my taxes with a wrong address on my taxes for the last 7 years, at least, and my refund checks and everything always still get to me. So, post office figures this shit out.
Yeah, I was hoping they'll find it to him.
At least your local carrier. He goes, "Oh, I know this guy. He's a moron."
I figured he would. It's got his name on it. I figured they'd be able to figure that part out, but I forgot.
Well, it's also New York and probably a little bit busier than.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Fletch's box coming on the 13th. Jack B's coming tomorrow. Tyndall, is it what's I can't even say Tyndall. The Tyndall box is going to be who knows when. It's been 3 weeks since I ordered when they had that 20% off the $100 box. It's the only box I have on order right now. So I was able to put in, but I do have a Ghost Rider #1. I mean, I don't know. I got a Moon Knight #1 for another mystery box coming up. I'm going to go ahead and
that's not Moon Knight. That's House of Slaughter.
I know. It also is going to be the slab for this one. There's going to be a slab remarked from. It's going to be in the next mystery box.
Hey, where'd you get that from?
Comic Mint.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I got it. I thought I would have liked the series. I really thought I was going to like the series. I started reading 1 and 2 and just said no.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
So I love his picture of the dragon on it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So No, there's a few slabs from the coming up for that, including this little guy. So I got mine
What's the
still
grade on that one?
CGC. Huh?
What's the grade on that one? Sorry. I can't see it.
9.4.
Nice.
I've got I should have a 9.6 or a 9.8 coming. I had it pressed and it's still saying CGC, which is fine. I have no problem. That's my own copy, but the last running, a few 9.8s. Plus, I think I've got the first appearance of Vigilante, but it's only an 8.5. It's going to be in that one too. It's going to be like a $200 box total. But I've got a lot of raw books that are like, upper end raw books for this next one, including Canto 1 and 2. And Canto number 2 again. So, but it was nice. It was good. I thought about debating on that 361 that's remarked by Bagley. I just can't even. I kind of want to keep it, but I can't bring. I don't know. It's just I can't bring myself right now to get rid of it yet. So I've not done it. We'll see. I'm going to go through things, and it's not going to be for another probably few weeks before that one goes out. I've got the showdown in the Vegas show on the 23rd. I think we're going down. Me and a friend of mine, but I'm not sure how many comic book. There's a few guys that are going to be there, but it mainly seems to be like the Brady Bunch kids,
Nice.
So no big deal. So what's everybody else up to?
I've been holding off on buying mostly, although I did buy a mid-grade Captain Atom. Well, Strange Suspense number 75 for $31 this week.
Oh, nice.
For the Charleston?
Yeah.
I just picked that up this week.
Great mind, bro. Well, yours is probably a higher grade than mine.
No, it sounds like yours is a higher grade. Mine is a pretty low grade. I got it for like $3. So
yeah, I paid. Mine's already slabbed. I got it from Comic Enterprise on whatnot, and like the guy's not answering. I won giveaways from him, but it's one of those whatnot sellers that has like 4 people selling on his account, and like what he does is he says he'll
violation of policies.
Yeah, and he said he'd reimburse. He said one of the things I won was a $25 gift certificate, but it was a different seller on his account. So I messaged him on Insta. I'm like, is this still good for this? Because if so, I'd like to use it. And like, I just never heard back. I'm like, all right. The guy's kind of how do I put this gently? He's the epitome of an East Coast comic book seller.
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
Kind of a dick.
Oh, okay. That sounds all right.
He's got that blustery New Yorkness to him, I'm like, and like we'll just talk, but whatever. Like, I probably won't. I don't. It's a giveaway, so I get it. It's free, but it's also a good gauge of their customer service in general. Like if somebody says ships shit shittily, say that 3 times, or whatever. Like I just kind of like even if it's a free book, I'm like you should still put a little care into that, or at least honor your shit if you say you're going to. Because one of the other things I got from him supposedly is a free CBCS grading. So, what he wants you to do is buy a book from him. Well, what he wants you to do is buy a book from his live, and then you just say, hey, I want to redeem this, and he'll send it into CBCS for you, which would be great, but I don't know if I trust him to do it. So,
yeah. Plus, you're going to find. I've actually been staying off Whatnot. I'm surprised, but I've been staying off of Whatnot, not fun, on purpose. The JC Comics killed me with their mystery boxes.
Yeah.
But I got some cool stuff out of it. Some things I've never seen before, but nothing that I really collect. So I'm looking forward.
I've sort of gotten to the point where I just go to like sellers I know on there. Like I'll buy from Ruben because he's great, and I'll try and buy from Alan May. Although, I always whatever. I'll sell the other half in about 3 minutes, Joe. But I love Alan May, and you can get some great deals. But I hate his fucking sudden death, and I've told him that repeatedly.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
It's awful.
It's a good way for him to speed through this stuff. You can get deals if nobody else knows what the fuck they're looking at or happen to catch it at a good time. But you can also really overpay if somebody else just like jacks it up at the last half second and you hit the button real quick. It's like, but whatever.
Plus, it just favors the people who are internet rich.
Yeah.
Or closest to him geographically.
Yeah. All that.
Yeah. My Strange Tales is I estimate it at a 3.5 to a 4.
Well, you paid what $3 whole for it, so
yeah. So it's
I figured $30 for a slab book, whatever.
Oh yeah. Hey, every day, twice on Sunday.
Yeah,
just about.
And
it's a cool book.
I sold a shittier slab book for $35 off of eBay. Some JLA bullshit that it was one of those like crap ass mystery boxes. Like, I was buying a year and a half ago. I don't even remember where I got it from. It was a book that should never have been slabbed. Like, there's no reason.
Right.
And
there's a lot of those.
Yeah, but West Coast sucks. West Coast does suck, Joe. There's a good sliver of the U.S. that's quality, and it's basically like
what did we
where
do?
I live, south. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, he's talking about East Coast sellers, and all of a sudden now the West Coast sucks.
Yeah, I'm starting beef with everybody. I'm like a Midwest hip hopper. Not really.
Back to give shit.
Too, so.
Well, I've been staying off of most all that stuff right now because tomorrow's mail call will drop the reason why.
Nice. You got a big boy coming.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Rob's got cool stuff coming.
The biggest raw I've ever done.
Oh boy.
Nice.
I'm gonna guess it's an ASM book. Or
no, it's not.
It's not.
It's a space.
Wow.
It's a meaty book, and
Yeah.
I think that I think Taylor will see it and he'll be like, oh proper job.
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
But did you get a good deal on it then?
Oh no, not at all. Homeboy overpaid stepped up because it's just not. There are certain books that there's just not. It's hard to tell what's a good deal on them because there's just so few of them being transacted that it's like last sold is meaningless, and also it was one of the goals that I had for myself this year. And the opportunity came right where it's the right combination of everything. And it was just like, all right, well, I'm going to go to this. And I basically about 15 minutes before the end of the auction, I put in what my cap was. And I figured, and it wasn't that much more than where it was.
You're going to get outbid.
I assumed I was going to get outbid, but I said, if I get it, great. If I don't, not.
Yeah.
And time went by and nobody outbid me. And I was like, oh, all right, cool. So I ended up, and that thing's already out of the house. I mean, I got it in this week. I unboxed it, and it's already on its way to Utah to Rogue Trader. He's to get it done and get it off to CBCS under the new pricing and turnaround time guarantees. Oh,
nice. Yeah.
So I sent it express, so I should have it back in 14 days. After once they get it. So
nice. I got to see what this is now. Remind myself to do that. I'm only working 3 days this week, so it's gonna be a short week and then a 4-day weekend. So,
no, but it is the reason why I will maybe lean on my Mondays for a while. I mean, I'll have
like
stuff.
Lean for humans or lean for you?
Definitely lean for me.
Yeah.
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 I'm just we'll see. I'm debating if I even want to do another mystery box right now, but I've got some money.
Nobody wants you to do another mystery box right now.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I know you don't buy them anyway, Rob. I'm not really worried about.
I bought one from you.
No, you didn't. Yeah. You never did. You tried to, but somebody beat you to it.
No, Eddie. I bought one from you, and then I had to tell you that the mail destroyed it, and you gave me half my money back. I got 3 of the 8 books that were.
Even I know that story, and I didn't.
I remember. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
I don't blame you for it.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things that happened, and unfortunately, most of the books in the box.
Yeah, I got beat to shit.
Yeah,
are useless. I mean, the reader. I guess you can read them, but I mean.
I want to see Taylor open up the one that's
I will, buddy. We're going to do it on an unboxing.
I know.
I think you might fill it on April 25th. I got to send you out real quick then.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, definitely because I talked to my buddy Nav last night, and he's like not in a good headspace to do it, and so he's like, "Can we just put it off?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine."
I'm about to say we haven't seen him on. I haven't seen him.
No, he's been on hold with the comic shit. So
gotcha. No, I'm after that. I sold the energy stock, the gas stock I had right before it started tanking downwards last week. So I took that money, put money down from the trip, had a little extra over, and put the rest in our savings as a backup money. Because like for the last my next two paychecks, because of all the time off I've had, I have no overtime. So
Yeah, I need to start selling some books. Like, I keep waiting for the goddamn Thor: Love and Thunder trailer to drop so I can sell the first Gore the God Butcher. But
yeah,
Oh, I saw the picture from that, and
Yeah.
all I could do was think to myself, "Oh, does he play the stand-up bass?"
yeah,
Because he
exactly.
reminds.
That's kind of what it looks like. It doesn't look
I want
super
to show you
comic
guys.
accurate, which might not help the sales, but like,
I kept this book by mistake, and now I want to show you guys it. Hang on a minute and ask about it. It has to do with the God Thunder movie. So let me see. It's right. I know where it's at.
but yeah, that's one. I love Thor, one of my favorite characters. But I'm also playing the game on this one because it's like a 9/8 of a villain, and like, villain specs don't tend to last super well.
Right, it's one of those. Do you wait for the
This
I know. I mean, it's a crowded eBay right now too. So
right?
like, I mean,
That's
yeah.
this book states nothing on it, but I thought it had something to do with that movie.
Yeah, it might be the one where it's revealed she has cancer. I'm not sure.
It's
So,
number one. It just says it's an alt cover. It's a Dutterman variant cover, but I thought this was.
yeah, that might be a pretty big boy book, Eddie. So
I wasn't sure. I've been holding on to it. I got rid of the other. I got rid of the other one, which is there was a different cover, kind of with the same halvesy on it. I forgot I even had this one laying around. I was trying to find out. It's just Thor number one from 2016, but it has.
it's the 1 in 20. It's a 1 in 20 ratio.
Okay, because it has no like saying this as the first. I thought it was the first appearance of her as Thor, but maybe not now.
No, that happened elsewhere, but
Oh, did okay.
Oh.
I didn't know that was
her first appearance as Thor is actually number 2. I think of that series, or it might be the one before it. Like there's 2 Thor runs that had her in it, and they both came out pretty close to the same time. So
somebody
the
sent me
2014 run is where she first became Thor. So
okay, because I have another number 2 of another Thor number 2 on it.
yeah,
But that somebody sent me in a mystery box I got like 2 weeks ago, and I have no clue, and I really haven't looked into it yet. So
yeah, the last sold on that one. Well, no, that's the second print. Never mind. There isn't not a lot of solds on the one you're looking at on eBay in a graded thing. Raw, it's going for about $50 to $60. I would I would sell that thing in a minute. Yeah, 9.4 last sold in February for $120. So.
okay.
I would either mystery box it or get rid of it because, like, that's another spec that, like, probably not going to last. I can't see Natalie Portman being the future of Thor.
So they have. Oh, see, Thor number 2.
the future that makes me Thor.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Oh, the one with the God. Is that the one? Yeah, I had this. I think I had this is the cover. The other cover I have that's raw. I don't know how I can show this one. It's Thor number 2, 2015. Somebody sent me. I think that's. I'll have to go find it.
That would be first full Jane Foster's Thor.
Oh, okay. Then,
and if it's got a blue bottom, it's the second print, which is harder to find. So
I don't even see that variant coming up.
The dark
in cover price or Go Collect. It doesn't even.
Yeah, I don't see any graded ones of it on eBay. So like,
yeah, I found this book in my local shop, which is now I got it.
That went from a dollar bin book to another one. That's another one of those. Like, I would sell that thing too, like right now, Eddie.
No, I want to keep it for myself. It wasn't one I got to dump or anything. It was just one I liked.
If you actually kept books or just other than X-Men.
What do you mean?
Well,
no, all these books back here.
No, I'm
keep and not keep. I mean, some of them you're right. Yeah, but it's a lot of them are just extra stuff that I collect. You're right. The only things I'm really collecting right now, I'm still doing Department of Truth, Something to Kill the Children if I can get it, and old Iron Man, old Captain America's, and X-Men. Those are the main focus. Yeah. But still, if I like the cover or whatever, I end up keeping them. But I'm trying. Oh well, whatever. I don't remember what that book was now.
That's first Mr. Knight.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed the episode. So, and we did.
Yeah, I know you could go listen to Mark bitch about it on his live right now, but, or maybe they wrapped up, but like he didn't care for it. I'm enjoying it. I don't think it's fantastic television, but
I'm not. I mean, I think it's a decent. I'm so enjoying it. I'm not really worried about it, what it is or where it came from.
Yeah,
it's cool. It's cool, and I mean, I don't think it's terrible. Some of the other stuff's been terrible. I mean. But what was it? Yeah, this poor book. Two of them are lost in the middle of nowhere right now.
You mailed them
So
out to
I
somebody
sent-
for the wrong address again with no apartment number?
that
or
was
what?
those are the two I
Oh,
sent
that's
mine to,
macho.
and they're
Yeah.
gone. I don't know where the heck they're at right now. So
Yeah.
hopefully they're somewhere, but hopefully he gets them. We'll find out. Two of them went to Ben. I sold one to one guy, and the rest of them I gave one to my local shop because he wanted a copy of it. So I just gave it. I traded to
You
him. For
gave
some,
it to him.
I traded to him for some.
He doesn't give you comics, does he?
No, I traded to him, but it was like ended up getting an okay copy of the first Bishop, second print X Force #1, an old one of those old multi books that's really thick. It's kind of cool. It has a few different books inside of it. I don't know what they're called, but
Like
you know,
Collector's Item Classic or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that, but it's an older. It looks more like a. I don't know. I had somewhere. They're in here somewhere. I'm trying to find something else right now. Sorry, but yeah, I mean, I ended up then he wanted $20 on top of it. He wanted $20 on top for all the stuff I picked. I picked out 4 books, gave him that. He wanted $20 on top, so just to help him, I said, forget it. Yeah, I'll take it. Whatever. I'll just not worry about it.
So you get screwed.
I got screwed. I got about. I made about even on it for what it's worth. It last sold. One of the last sold was $59 and $17 from Canada shipping. I'm like, damn, somebody really wanted that. You know that
Yeah.
that friggin' book because
I only have
I
a second print. I don't have the first print. I had one copy and I put it out in somebody's mystery box. So
Well, you know, I did come home with what? I came home with
15 or
15 copies. One was in good shape, and one was and then 11 were in good shape. 4 had little dings or nicks on them, or ones that you know
you
that
can't.
I'm not keeping.
You can't. I mean, you just like I've learned to. I've realized, and I've come to peace with the fact that I cannot pick up every single goddamn spec book ever.
Yeah, I've stopped doing that too. This is just when I was walking around California Adventure, they just happened to have this giant.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. I would have done the same thing that you did. I would have grabbed everyone I could. But are you guys? Did you pick up any copies of Twig or pre-order any copies of that Twig book from Scotty Young?
Not a clue. Don't care.
I don't know. It's got like 4,000 variant covers and they're really pushing it. So.
I was trying to find that stupid.
Congratulations,
Joe.
Joe.
I don't know what the heck I had.
That's awesome, Joe.
But
I mean, clearly rigged, but awesome.
Yeah, how many thousands have you won from this hard movie?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, wait. So the better question is: are you still net positive? No.
It's
yes.
Probably
Yeah,
probably. Just like with that one book alone, I'm probably still positive. Yeah, that's number
Right.
2.
Yeah.
So
this is the one I got in the mystery box last week.
Yeah.
So
Did
it's
you get that
bigger
from
than I
me?
thought it
Yeah,
was.
that's fun. You got that from me.
Oh, was it? That was the one I got from you?
Yeah, I could tell by the
Okay,
tape on
good.
the back. So
That's what I figured. Has a you
I
guys
always like when you can do that. There's something that you've done to a book, and you see it pass around like 3 or 4 times. Like I've seen a book where like it's my handwriting on the backing board on the back of it, and I've seen it like go. I've seen it go around like 4 different people now. I'm like, oh wow,
Yeah,
nobody
part of-
wants this book.
part of what I need to start doing is like paying attention to the unboxing match things. I mean, I pay attention to what I get, obviously, but I also kind of file them away right off the bat. And like, I gotta make sure I don't send them back to the same person, or like, because while I love unboxing match, I still don't keep every book I get.
Yeah, that's me too.
I know. Well, and I kind of
a
feel
lot
bad
of
about it because I think people get the emotional attachment, and I understand that. But it's also, I mean, I keep some from each unboxing match. I definitely do. It's been great. But I also am like, okay, I don't. Yeah, that's one.
If you have duplicates or other stuff, you know what? Hey, people should expect.
But I know it's just I don't really tend to announce that on except for any channel that nobody watches. So
you guys want to know more about this one? I'm just curious. I've never even collected this one. I know this is a newer copy of a #1, but it has a signature on it.
Yeah, it's a probably been. I've got that it's graded on eBay. It's a
Stan Sakai's signature on it.
Yeah, Stan Sakai. I mean, that alone makes it worth a bit. So
okay, I was curious. I mean,
he's the guy who invented Usagi Yojimbo. So
yeah, even back in the day when I was first collecting, I never really got into Usagi Yojimbo at all. So
well, there's apparently a animated series coming. So.
That's right. Shit, Tails. Sell my books. I don't care. See, at least for me, I don't feel bad on most of mine because I was like, look, I think most people know. For me, at this point, it's like I don't sell a lot, so most of the stuff I just turn around. I'm giving it away to other community. If it's something I don't want for my personal PC, for the most 99% of the time, it's just going into the giveaway bin and somebody to give it away to somebody else. So
Yeah.
I'm not like taking something
Chip,
somebody
you
gives
gave
me
me
and
like $300 worth of books. I'm holding on to those. Those are good spec books. I like the fact that you suck at math, Chip, and like can't your version of $100 is way off. So yeah.
Oh, that's bad. But yeah, I mean, even I did say I got to watch the Batman yesterday. Not bad. I enjoyed it. I just did not care for emo Batman. Even my kids like, oh my god, what is that emo?
There you go, Eddie. If you want to buy a graded copy from me, you can of that exact same book you have.
emo. Batman is emo. He's like the king of emo. What are you talking about?
Daniel Warren Johnson. Oh, it's Daniel Warren Johnson, right? Okay. He did Murder Falcon and the Beta Ray Bill limited series. That's the cover artist. And then, but I have it's the exact same book that I had, like you just showed.
Oh, you already have it. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Cool.
I got it inside. I can't remember what. I think I got it in an El Rey Comics mystery box a while back when they were doing them.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. The 1 in 20. You're right on that one. Is 99. Buy it now for a. Wow.
For the Dowderman variant, yeah.
Yeah. That's there's like you said. There's no.
Emo goth, yeah.
Yeah, the emo Batman. I mean, other than that, it wasn't a bad movie. It was a long movie. I enjoyed it. I mean, there was nothing.
I don't think that any of them at all, like any of the live action ones, I don't think they've gotten the combination right. They either have a really good Batman and a shitty Bruce Wayne, or a really good Bruce Wayne and a shitty version of Batman. I don't think there's been one portrayal of them that's really gotten like both sides.
I wasn't in love with the evil characters in this one, really. I mean, I really had no care for the Riddler whatsoever.
I liked it. I thought. I mean, it really. I mean, it wore its influences on its sleeve. I mean, it definitely like Seven and the Zodiac Killer. But I enjoyed it. So I think the deleted scene probably would have helped matters a bit. But
why? What was it deleted?
I just search on YouTube. It's all over.
I haven't even watched it yet.
I hadn't even thought about it, so no big deal.
I'm not. I've heard. Speaking of not watching and not going to probably watch Morbius.
I couldn't even bring myself to it.
Nope.
Yeah, and speaking of emo goth, I mean, like, I don't give a shit. That's a character that I don't think anybody was like, oh, that's my favorite character ever. Sony's just like, oh, we got to keep the rights to these, so we got to make a fucking movie.
These guys with all this emo Batman. I just really want to ask you guys a question. What part of Batman isn't emo?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he's like guy
or back in our day, goth or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Man, oh, I'm sad. I'm sore. Let me go punch somebody in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna torture myself because I feel bad.
Yeah, I have to cry myself to sleep with my billions of dollars, but I have dead parents, so. Well.
Nice. It was fun. The Penguin was kind of.
I thought Commissioner Gordon was great in this movie. Jeffrey, what's his face?
Yeah, but he wasn't Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
No, he was. Yeah, he's not commissioner yet. It's early on. Yeah, this is earlier in the whole thing, and I like Penguin. The fact that we didn't have to make him some goofy, freaking, unrealistic, crazy stuff. I don't know.
What's the one character?
I am the night.
Well, I've only watched the first season of Westworld. Looks curious. I heard it went vastly, very quickly downhill after that. But I like the first season of it. I'm trying to watch, and I'm struggling. And I love sci-fi. And I love dystopian sci-fi. But I'm trying to watch Raised by Wolves right now, and talk about a glacially paced show. Holy shit! Like, it's an HBO sci-fi weird ass like faith stuff. But
there's too much stuff. That's
there is. I mean, that's it.
I mean, like I haven't watched. I watched after watching the first couple seasons of Expanse and loving it. I've never gotten around to finishing it.
Me neither,
I've got
Rob,
partway through Titans. I haven't finished that. I mean, so many things I'm partway through. I haven't finished this. I can't keep up with these. I can't keep up with all the YouTube stuff. I can't. No. It's like
I started the Wheel of Time and never finished that show. I mean,
I haven't done that yet either.
I mean, you're right.
And I live with the Queen of Wheel of Time.
Yeah. There is too damn much going on. Like, it's just kind of impossible to.
So I think I've been stopping doing that kind of thing. I've been going back to old shows I enjoy and rewatching them.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
When I do have a block of time, and then it's like It's like, okay, well, I don't feel like really watching like it's like maybe an hour and a half before I'm going to bed, and I don't feel like watching a heavy drama or something else or
Yeah.
getting into that. And so it's like, all right, well,
Firefly.
I just want some comedies. Oh, there's
Yeah.
no, all right, let me put on some old MASH episodes.
Yeah.
Yep. I've been watching what is it, Justified?
Justified's another good one. It's not too deep.
Oh, it's not too deep, and he's funnier than shit. I mean,
Yeah, I like Justified.
I
Fringe.
want to.
Jason Fringe is another great show. I mean, it started
Mhm.
off kind of weak, but then when it
Is-
got its footing, I was like, hell yeah, man.
Is Firefly on any
Yeah,
on any what do you call it?
Probably.
streaming services, yes.
Yeah, I gotta find out what one. I think that's my next.
Have you watched it yet, Eddie?
I watched it back in the day. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking
Yeah.
like 10 years ago. So my other wife was alive. So you figure she died in 2010. So that's the last time I watched it. But I never watched the movie because I heard who they killed off in the movie, and I went, no, you killed the character I liked the best out of it.
Oh, but it's okay. Watch the show.
There it is. Sorry.
Watch the show again, then you can watch the movie again, and then you can start reading the comics. And the comics just kind of have been really good,
Really?
tying into the show. Yeah.
The new one. The new
Are they all
ones
written
I
by
was
his
seeing.
brother, or a lot of them?
I don't know if they're all written, but I haven't paid attention to writers.
Let's see if I even. Let's see
Who's
if I
it
even have-
lettered by then?
Some bloke. It's I read the stories, and it's one of the few that I read the
Yeah.
stories, and I truly enjoy it. And the stuff they've done, in the after the it got to a certain point where they kind of like fast forwarded a little bit, where
Okay.
they basically ended up with Mal is no longer like the captain of Serenity, but instead what's her name, the engineer,
Oh,
the
geez,
character's
really?
name, who was played by Jewel.
Kaylee
Yeah,
or whatever?
huh?
Kaylee?
Yeah,
Oh,
Kaylee
I'm
takes
talking about it.
she takes over as captain of the ship with Zoe is there and everything else, but and Zoe's kids grown up, and but
All right.
they end up going back to Earth. They pull Battlestar Galactica. They end up going back to
man.
Earth and finding out that there's people who got left behind and they're living fine without stuff, and there's some other cool stuff that happens. And it's pretty good.
Okay, it said according to the internet, it said that Peacock had Firefly, but no, it does not. Huh.
I thought I
Eddie's
remember
down a rabbit
watching it.
hole.
Yeah,
I
Chris
think
is doing his best Ray
I think
Charles
I was watching. I
impersonation.
can't remember if I was watching it on Hulu or if I was watching it on Netflix or whatever. But
I can just do it. I mean, it's just stupid because the normal search I do will tell me. According to this, Tubi, Hulu's got it. Okay, that's fine. I've got it. I've got a commercial version of Hulu, so that's what I've been watching. What do you call it on? But yeah, I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed the new Battlestar Galactica when it came out again, and I watched that entire series, and then
I mean, that show was great until it jumped the fucking shark. But yes,
yeah,
it did jump the shark. I forgot when. I do remember it
when they
jumped
brought
Season
Sarah
4.
Thrace back from the dead.
Huh?
When they
Season
brought her
4.
back from the dead.
God, I gotta
Season
remember,
4.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They brought
Yeah.
Sarah Thrace back from the dead, and
It just then you had to take lots of drugs.
yeah.
Okay,
Well,
Chris, how many
so
drugs
then-
are you on?
All the drugs.
Sorry, this is.
Yeah, everybody's gonna
Chris's
dig in there you
Chris's
go.
crotch shot is making me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know.
I can't tell if he's playing a video game or
Oh,
just
because
getting
his testicles hanging out.
one. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it is a joystick.
It's his joystick. Yeah, it's just too small to see.
Oh.
According to the
You-
game.
you came here for this kind of love and attention. You
Yeah.
came to the
What
wrong
are you
place.
playing, Chris?
Himself.
San Andreas remastered bullshit that Rockstar put out. This is
Oh,
Okay.
I have got that on PC, but I haven't played it.
I
in
thought he was going
years.
to say something cool like Pitfall Harry or Yar's Revenge or something.
Ball Fondler 2.
Pitfall is one of the best. I'm sorry, that
That's
game I
right.
could play for hours.
That and River Raid and Defender
Yeah.
and Yar's Revenge. Those 4 games, I was happy kid.
I like
One of my-
Warlord.
One of my quarter scale.
yeah, man.
one-
I just
one of my
Or
quarter scale
Adventure.
machines. One of my
Adventure was the
quarter scale
dumbest
machines has
Atari game
Defender.
ever, but I fucking loved it.
Oh,
That's right.
Defender was great.
No, Adventure.
Oh, Adventure. I mean, sorry. Yes,
Yeah.
I have it on my Raspberry Pi, which I haven't used in 2 years.
I have it on my Atari 2600, which is in the garage.
Yeah,
Nice.
me too. I just don't have the TV hookup anymore It's
I
the
don't have a
same one we
TV.
had when we went back in 80. I think we got ours back in 81, 82, and we broke one. My dad was able to get us another version of it. So yeah, I still got about 30 or 40 games out there. I just don't have the TV hookup for it anymore.
I
I have a, oh, man.
I still have a 19-inch Magnavox mono TV tube.
Nice.
It's the first TV I ever bought with my own money back at Circuit City for
We have a small TV out in the garage.
$119.
I don't have any of those things. Somewhere in here, I have the Art of Atari book, which is awesome. It's got all the.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
It's got a lot of the box covers, and Yara's Revenge is one of the best of all time, and then Missile Command, which is another.
I never liked Yar's Revenge. That
Oh,
Missile
Yar's
Command.
Revenge was great. I don't know what you're talking about, fool.
Also, you guys are one of the better games, Zaxxon.
Yeah, it was fun, but hard.
There's a really good Amazon has of course some really good documentaries, but there is one where they really went deep
The
into
Atari thing.
the Atari thing, and
Yeah.
especially the split off of the guys who went off to form Activision and
Yep.
got into the technology on how those Activision games ended up being so much better than most of the Atari games.
What I remember was probably when it was 83, playing all summer Missile Command, and I started. My mom had to take it away from me because at the time I started doing this kind of thing while playing it. You know, I started getting tics from playing Missile Command too much. So I've got Missile Command on this one now. I've got Defender on the machine out in the living room. Defender's a bitch. That game is. I never was good at it.
I would get tics from just trying to figure out how to play things like freaking Star Raiders, which had the freaking telephone keypad thing, and don't even know what the objective of the game is. Or Raiders of the Lost Ark, I know what the objective of the game is, but I can't freaking find the right mesa to save my life.
Gallagher's right
E.T.,
there.
which has just pulled my hair out.
Another underrated one, Centipede. Hell yeah.
Centipede and Millipede are on that one. Gallagher.
Burger Time, Joust. I mean, there were some great.
Donkey Kong,
I got out in the living room.
I loved playing Donkey Kong. I'd play that for hours.
Although, you know what? As much as I love the Atari shit, I do think like Nintendo and Super Nintendo, like that's about where it all peaked for me. Like, because then you get the Metroid and the Zelda, which I love those fucking.
I never got into those at all. I went to PC games at that point. I was on my Atari 800 XL on a tape drive.
Nice.
Which is gone now.
See, I grew up with Apple computers, so we didn't have games. We had
Snake. We had Snake, and we had
Oregon Trail and Zork, the text-based
and Lemonade Stand.
Oh,
and then later,
Leisure Suit Larry. We had Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh yeah, Leisure Suit Larry. A friend of mine did have an Apple IIe. We would go over his house, 7th and 8th grade, and we played. I forget what was it called, the Mobius strip. It was like a martial arts site. It was, who knows. Another one was where you had to capture different countries with stuff, and it was kind of like Risk.
No, by the time we ended up having Max, and we played SimCity done.
Yeah.
I had that latest version of SimCity where they made it all online and stuff like that on the PC a few years ago.
Yeah, see, I was jealous of all my PC friends because they got to play Ultima and like King's Quest and stuff. And
Ultima 4, that was the big beginning. Ultima 4 was the beginning.
In 1992, when I walked away from Max and I got my first PC, and that's when I was playing like, Wolfenstein 3D, and that was like, to be able to play something like that was like, what?
Yeah, so I bought. In 92, which is when I graduated. No, 90. Was it when the fuck did I graduate college? Doesn't matter. 96. I bought a Power PC, the Mac, which is notoriously the worst Mac ever built. And they did a study of this because like when the iPhone first came out, they did a chart and they're like, well, if you instead of buying this $4,000 computer, which I bought as a graduation gift to myself from college. Instead, if you'd have taken that $4,000 and bought Apple stock at the time of when the iPhone came out, it would be worth $2 million.
Wow!
I mean, you would have to sit through like bankruptcy and all this other shit, and just not touched it. But and then if I would have left it sit, then I could afford better friends than you guys.
Whoa,
that's debatable.
Yeah, maybe. But
I mean, I'm rich.
Yeah.
There it is. The game for the table.
Rich with flavor. Wait,
there
what does that mean? What does that mean?
You're a tri-tip.
The game.
I just had rack lamb tonight.
Right.
It was quite tasty.
Mobius,
I should have had a Zinfandel with it.
I found it.
That would have been well. Oh. No drinking for me.
No, me neither. I don't. That's evil. My body's a temple.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to worship it, though.
Yeah, I paid my tribute last night.
Yeah, but pawn your VCR to get Mortal Kombat 2.
Mm. Oh Jesus!
That
Mortal
is
Kombat
the
2 is such a good movie.
This is the Mobius game we. This is Mobius and the Infinity Celestial Harmony.
Can you make it any smaller?
I can't make it bigger. They don't have a bigger. They don't have a. Either way, that was the name of the game we used to play. If you look on here, this was the. I wish I could make it bigger, but I can't. I just
Oh yeah, that's back when the box art was so much goddamn better than the actual
Oh
stuff.
yeah, so much better. I used to love it.
Until like Mist
Temple of
came out,
Apshai.
and then when Mist came out, I was like, oh my god, these graphics! It's never getting better than Mist.
Second wife loved. Second wife was in. First wife, one of them was in love with Mist. She loved those. Must have been the first
Puzzle
wife.
games,
Yeah.
yeah.
My favorite games when I started playing PC was between Wolfenstein 3D, LHX, the TAC helicopter game, and Duke Nukem. That was
Duke Nukem, yeah.
You remember the original?
And later on, some Earthworm Jim.
Nice.
Temple of Apshai. Ultima 4 was the big beginning one for me. That's what I had for my Atari 800 XL. That was the first major game I bought for that system. But my friend who had the Apple had more games actually than I had for my Atari. So
I didn't do much of the gaming because I was too busy doing actual work myself. But those would play in between stuff, and then I would eventually, once I got married, pick up a Nintendo 64 just so I could play the wrestling games for a bit. But that was it. After that, all the video game consoles that have moved through this house, I've never played any of them. They're my kids. My kids have had Wii's and Witches and Stitches and Snitches and whatever else we call them. And
Ninja
these other
Castlevania.
Zork number one.
Rob, you gotta get on the Elden Ring train, man.
I don't. Absolutely not.
No.
I have my Star Wars game I've played for 11 years now. That online I play once a week. I go do one raid.
Doom 1
once a week, and that's about it, just to keep myself active. And other than that, if I really want to play a video game, I would probably go find somewhere around here. I have a little Sega thing that plugs into the TV that just has Street Fighter 2 on it.
Nice.
Yeah, but what is it? I've got somewhere in here I've got some of those systems, but there's an Amiga 500 Mini coming out with like 30 Amiga 500.
Or I'll play baseball.
Yep.
Nice. Hell yeah. I mean, it's no technical football, but it's not bad.
Right. I want, that'd be something to collect. Is all those like LCD video games? Or
they're a shitload of money too.
That we had
another rabbit hole.
Like, because those were like huge when you and I were like in the 5th and 6th grade.
Oh yeah,
that was like the pinnacle. People, the cool kids had the Pac-Man watch.
Oh yeah,
and that was all. I played both of them on Nintendo 64. I liked and WWF and WCW. I played both games.
I like the Smash Brothers, but like, anyways, I would love to get either an Xbox X or a PS5, but I don't have any need for it. Like,
I don't have no desire for one of those. It's just something else that I'd take up too much damn time and. For me to be embarrassed by kids beating me at.
I don't see. I had the Battlestar Galactica one, where you shot straight up, you move it left and right.
Actually, Taylor, if I wanted one of those, why would you get those? You get those because they all play Call of Duty stuff. I'd rather just go paintballing and actually shoot one of these dumb kids.
This came from my second wife, and I kept it after she passed. I also have her Atari in there, but I have this thing in here.
It's a rare occasion, Scott.
A Lynx.
Oh, the old Lynx.
The old Lynx, and nice. she had about 10 games, 12 games with it too. Yeah, it still worked last time I tried it. So it has Pac-Land. I mean, this system is I'm going to go to my daughter, but still, I kept that in her old Atari, some old Atari system I have out in the garage from her. But I got my 2600 out in the garage. But I had a bunch of those for a while. I had all those on display. I think I get them all down. All my little handheld games. I had the Pac-Man, the Pac-Man with the 2 little joysticks.
Oh, I got one somewhere over here. The battery pack fell out. The bottom thing is not there, but so it's just kind of.
My mom found me one that works perfectly from where she works with a guy who does when people bought the estate sales in California, and then I bought one online about it. I have it somewhere. I really don't know where the hell I put it. I might have packed up, put it in the garage. I ran out of stuff.
I love that the irony is that if whether or not I'm letting people talk tonight, when the whole impetus of everything was that I wasn't being allowed to talk. That's pretty interesting, Scott. But
What?
Were you allowed to talk?
last he's referencing last night on banter.
Oh, I my internet went to shit halfway through that, so I just went to watch
Yeah.
TV. It's like all of a sudden
After this, there was a point where Joe and I had
Yep, that one.
issues.
Yeah.
That one. What?
And
Joe
the,
had issues?
After the second time that evening, he had shut me down and told me that I was wrong and to shush. It wouldn't let me give my explanation of the conversation of the debate we were having. I moved him backstage so I could say my piece, and then let him back. Then brought him back in, and rightfully so, he got upset that I did that because while what I did was wrong. Two wrongs don't make what he did was wrong. Two wrongs don't make a right. So I reacted poorly. I've apologized to him about it. I haven't heard back from him, and that's fine.
Which one's Joe? Sorry, you say Joe. I know them by their
handle. Pocan
okay.
Joe.
Oh,
yeah. So at the end of the day, we'll get over it. We're two guys who like to dominate a conversation, and you're going to butt heads occasionally over it. So,
See, what I remember,
you're right. Three rights do make a left. I used to say that all the time. Two wrongs don't make a right, but three rights do make a left.
What I remember about Dragon's Lair, my parents took us for only vacation when we came to California. We went to the beach, even though you're 40 minutes away from it. We stayed at a beach for about a week straight, where I got sick from boogie boarding too much. But the local pizza place had Dragon's Lair, and it was brand new. I spent so much money on that stupid game. The best game ever, pole position. If they ever put that out in one of these quarter ones, I'm buying it, no matter what my wife says.
Yeah, pole position was a good game.
You get that one turn where you just zip the thing is woohoo!
See, you can keep your pole position. I want Spy Hunter.
Are they still making a show based on that game?
I have no idea.
I think it's called Spy Hunter. Is that the one where you can leave oil slicks with your car?
Yeah. It's the simple. Actually, a local pawn shop had a broken down old Spy Hunters. They still have it there. It's like it's in bad shape, but it's I don't know if it works, but it's downstairs. They never sell it. They had like a ridiculous price on it for being broken. But I used to during college. I got a friend who they used to run a what do they call those? Not BBS before the bulletin board systems. It was a MUD. The online multi-user dungeons. Yeah. So you logged in 1-2 people at a time, but they had about 10 people. He's a pinball champion. He lives down in Southern California, and he works for Costco. But we go to his house for parties. The place was full of pinball machines.
I don't. The problem with Dragon's Lair to me was that was one of those games where it's like you had to. It cost a lot because you had to get through it and you had to memorize where you needed to react.
It was just a timing game. It's all that was. But
it
was a cleverly disguised one. But
it was a laser disc, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You just made the choice and went. That was it.
Yeah, but you had to if you didn't know and didn't react fast enough, you'd die and you'd have to start all over again. And so it was like basically you had to just keep playing it over and over and over again and memorize what you needed to do as you'd go through.
Yeah, it was a great way to collect the kids' money because it really was a money sink.
That and then Space Ace did the same thing.
Oh yeah, same thing.
Replicate, the company Replicate, which does small versions of these games now, has it just released Dragon's Lair. I think they even have USBs where you can put them down on the back and put them on the big screens.
That's the first game I remember where it would cost 50 cents to play too instead of 25.
Yep.
Yeah, they got the at my work they give us these, you can give other employees a thank you by you can give them points and you accumulate points so you can buy shit. And these I'm at the point now where some of these video games that or consoles or arcade web things are available to me, and Dragon's Lair was one of the ones that became available to me, and I was like, I don't got room for any of these things. I need more room for slabs. I need a building. Scott, let me get a building from you.
There you go.
I can't afford it in California, though. So I don't have to be at his neck of the woods.
Hey, Taylor, have you seen the new season of Atlanta yet?
No, not yet. That's another one I'm behind on. Like, I watched some of season 2, and then it just kind of fell by the wayside, which, I liked it a lot, but it just got lost in the ether.
Oh man, I'm telling you, it's one of the most refreshing shows I've seen.
I'll definitely. That's one I'll binge at some point. I just have to be in the mood for it. Like, I think it's the first season was great, and the second season, from what I saw, was great. It's just kind of
Yeah. Rob, you should check it out. I think
Have
would
you
dig
watched Reservation Dogs?
I watched a couple of episodes of it.
It's pretty.
I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
I've been. Oh God, I can't remember the name of the show. Oh, Flatch. Welcome to Flatch or something.
Yeah.
It's stupid as hell, but for some reason I can't turn away. It's like it's another one of those like mockumentary shows,
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like
Uh-huh.
Parks and Rec and whatever else. It's basically they're saying that Americans are the premise is Americans are interested in living in small towns and simpler things, and so we sent a documentary crew to this small town of 1,300 people, and
That was the wrong
whatever
thing.
else, and it follows around a few people, but the main characters are these two like cousins that live together that are like stupid delinquents and stupid as hell and
Yeah.
getting into mischief and stuff all the time. And it's not a great show, but for some reason I can't turn away.
I did. I watched the first season. I kind of binged all of Our Flag Means Death, which is pretty funny. It's
Let's see, 3,000 square feet with 12-foot. Well, we know that the house next door, which is half that and doesn't have that high ceilings, we know that that's going for 1.9 million, but that's a house, so an actual building, that you can do something with, a business almost. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even want to begin to imagine.
Oh, you're kidding me. Sorry. I just found something funny. Oh, it's working. Here, let's share it.
Oh boy,
You'll get a laugh out of this
It's
if
horrible.
it's working.
It's not gonna be funny. It's gonna be awful.
Oh God. How do I put it back up? How do I get it back on the screen?
What is real estate? Actually, look, commercial real estate.
Oh well, I don't know. I was just going through trying to find somewhere that had this, and you sure if you had an Apple IIe back in the day, you remember this. Me and when we were kids.
Oh yeah, nice. I mean, I never played that as a kid because I was a good
What is it?
boy. But
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
That's not Apple IIe. That's too many colors.
Yeah.
We had only 2 colors.
Well, according to this website I'm looking at right now, can actually play the game. You can actually sit here and play all these Apple II. They do emulation right on it. So
Well, yeah, because it takes less memory to do that than it does to like send a TikTok now. So,
yeah,
I mean, like,
I thought it was fun because like Temple of Abshai Wizardry, one of my favorites. It was just.
See, like we have Apple, we had the Bard's Tale.
Oh, Bard's Tale 1, 2, and 3. Played all those. Wizardry 1, 2, 3, 4. Heroes of Might and Magic. Strategy games.
PC, we didn't have that either.
We had that in the Amiga 500. So, yeah, it's just fun. I mean, I love these old games. But you look back and go, wow, they were bad. Amigas had it at one point, but they're pretty bad. But you guys everyone's so awake today.
No, I had to work today.
Beyond Kessel Wolfenstein.
2 point.
These all sound like they're bad movies starring Mila Jovovich.
I can't. 2 point.
Yeah, I just sent Rob down a rabbit hole. Leisure Suit Larry, yeah, that was entertaining.
Oh yeah, Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun, man.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Like what I was saying, man, is if you haven't seen Atlanta, even from the beginning, if you just see this new season from beginning to the latest episode, which is 4, man, it's gonna hit you in a very interesting way, and it's gonna hopefully open up some conversation. And I kind of
like
want
shit that makes me think.
Why do you have? Okay, it's darker than shit in there, Chris. Why do you have sunglasses on?
He's a gangster.
Because I feel more comfortable. I don't know. When I have my regular glasses on, it doesn't. It feels like a fishbowl, and so I'm like, all right, I can just sit here and I could be zoning out, looking at something else. But it looks like I'm. Oh yeah, this is very interesting. Oh, all right. But if I, you know,
There you go.
Well, what I can determine, Scott, is not necessarily anything that's for available for purchase, but everything's like lease. But about a property that's 2,700 square feet is available. It would cost me 8,000 a month for the
Oh.
lease
So
on a
250
2,700
square, that's not horrible.
a 2,700 square foot commercial property.
hey Rob, have you ever thought about moving to Texas?
My wife forbids me from going to Texas
What? Why?
because she's afraid I'll never leave.
Barbecue. What do you think?
You can
I
move
don't.
to San Antonio, you don't have
The
to be
reality is this. I've made my peace with my life. I'm not leaving California in the Bay Area until my wife retires,
Yeah.
because she works for government and she gets a government pension, and until she maxes that thing out, I'm staying right here where she's paying it, until that pension is good to go. I know, Scott. It's not cheap out here, brother.
Oh yeah, big time.
Scott, can you like actually hear the dueling banjos from your window, or do you have to like go down into the woods a bit? Just kidding.
Oh well, I'm trying to find something.
The only good thing is at least the house next door that's been up for sale is that nobody's been coming and looking at it, really, except a few realtors have come by to look at it, but there's been no activity, no nothing. So obviously the market is finally realizing that that's too damn much money.
I thought that one didn't sell. The one you were telling us about. I
Well,
thought
it sold when it was 1.7.
It's back up.
Well, yeah. So originally it was listed at like 1.2. It got bought. That person did a whole bunch of renovations to it, listed at 1.7. Then somebody bought it at 1.7. They painted it, the exterior, off of the blue to a normal color, and marked it up another 200,000. And so now it's sitting at 1.9, and nobody's really coming and looking at it. Combined with interest rates have gone up and everything else, so I can't imagine what the property taxes are on that house, let alone the mortgage. I mean, between the property taxes and the mortgage on it at that kind of, and at 1.9 million for a small home, for 1,500 square foot home, I mean, that's like a starter home size house. How can you afford the down payment on it?
Yeah.
So it just becomes ridiculous. It comes to a point of where
the house I did the open house for today was 3,400 square feet, 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, with a 4-car garage, and that was 400,000. I mean, like,
dude, chump change. Buy it in a second.
Yeah, I know. That's
how much was it?
400.
Oh wow. Yeah, they even say our house is about 370.
Yeah.
Lady next door's got a 3-bedroom and he's renting it for $1,800 a month.
I just read an article that Southwest Utah is like the fastest growing area in the country.
What do you call it? It's St. George. Well, they're building 5,000 houses right to the west of me, right next door. Yeah. I mean, right past the sheep farms, out of town. They're building. Well, the 1,000 are already ready. They got 4,000 more. I started getting back into the thought of opening up an actual shop. Here, this place went out of business. It was an oddball shop.
Looking at 280.
It sold some really weird stuff, but this is a picture of it. I mean, like
when I bought my house 17 years ago, it was twice that.
This place is called The Wiz, and right now it's got like everything's covered up. All the windows are, and they went out of business. But they had like a few pops, but it was mainly like weird head shop type shit. But it's like the only standalone decent place in town. got a big parking area in back. I don't know. I've been debating it still. I'm totally tired of working, so I want to go do. I got
You're
so
gonna
many
you were gonna open a comic shop?
collectibles mainly. I thought about calling. No one likes the idea of doing old man collectibles because everyone says you'll be a freaking weirdo. So I figured like hole in the wall or something. Come up with a new logo. I have enough. I mean, I've got between gaming stuff, comic books, and the amount of crap I have out in the garage with toys, I could fill that easy. And
Yeah.
then
Old man collectibles implies that it's collectibles for old men.
Yeah.
So,
I know. I'm
so
trying to.
which it would be fine if you were like doing like antique tools and antique car parts and
Yeah,
stuff like that. Then,
yeah. I mean,
or
that's
I'm sorry,
just,
Scott. Scott's whispering in my ear. He says, "Or antique guns." Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. Then yes, old man collectibles makes a lot of sense. Then
yeah. 'Cause,
Jason, keep
down,
it that way, man. It's not a good time to buy for anybody anywhere. It's
no,
starting
I
to,
was
it's
wondering if
starting
they're
to slow
selling the
down and
building
correct, but
anymore.
like,
pocket watches, very
yeah,
good. Yes,
monocles.
every man should have a good pocket watch.
Yeah.
Pipes. Well, but they have to be old man pipes, and they can't be like these
Fedoras,
pipes.
monocles.
Yeah, not glass pipes. Very good, excellent. We agree. Whole wide,
Oh, might not be good. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that may not be good either. Yeah.
Just call it
What,
Eddie's Glory
what about-
Hole.
Yeah,
What about-
Glory Hole Comics?
Yeah.
What about water pipes? Is that okay?
No, we already said it said no glass pipes.
Oh,
Old men don't use those.
Just call it real magic underwear, Eddie.
I don't know. Maybe talk to Tommy Chan. He may use one.
We have our own imaginations.
I used to live around the. Hey, Chip, in Chicago, I lived in Boys Town, and around the corner from me for about 10 years was a bar called the Manhole. It's everything you'd think it would be.
We have our own imagination.
So that's where it happened, Taylor. Is that?
Yeah. No, they actually had glory holes in the bathrooms and stuff there.
Oh my God!
I don't know any place that ever
Yeah,
had that. I know in between Upland and Claremont there is a strip club that I'm familiar with from my 20s that now is the best little whorehouse in Upland. So
Nice.
other than that, it's been raided several times, but they don't seem to care. So I haven't been there in 10, 20 years, but I still hear about it from my friend who lives in the area. He calls me and tells me about it every once in a while. He's definitely on the odd side, but
He's
I'm out of
definitely
water.
on the outside.
I can't hear what Chris is saying. What is Chris saying?
Wait, what was that? Sorry, it cut out. Real quick.
We were wondering the same thing.
All right.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, so anything else for this week? You guys want to call it early? I'm good with that. Is everybody happy?
Yeah, let's do it, Doug.
So, what does Chris have going on besides looking way too stoned to do anything today?
Well, it's official. I can go live on my YouTube channel,
Nice.
which is Film H Studios. You could follow me on Instagram at Film H Studios, where I'll be doing a daily vlog, and I think I'm gonna do a live next Friday. It may involve a giveaway. I don't know. I have to see, but I'll let you know. But follow me on Instagram. That's it.
Taylor.
I got unboxing match tomorrow with Ruben from IRF Authentics. That should be fun. Wednesday, comic book review show. Thursday, I don't know, some mystery box or something. Whatever's in the queue. So.
Monday, I'll open something. Several somethings. And I'll
I thought
display
this was
them
the
for
big
you to
one,
see.
right?
It is, yeah. No, I just playing it down. Money Mail Call will be my biggest raw book I've ever acquired from a monetary standpoint. It will be unboxed and revealed, and then I have Thursday will be my very last BAM Comics subscription box. And then
You're done.
the Saturday we will have Matt Woods on Slap Hub.
Is BAM done, or you're just going to do it when you like what they put up?
I'm not going to give you any information about my Thursday release. You'll just have to watch the video.
Well, no, it says you're not doing subscription. They're not doing subscription anymore, right? Is that
Don't spoil it. How am I supposed to?
How am I supposed?
How am I supposed to use a clickbaity type title if you're going to reveal why it's
2
not
weeks ago, you
clickbaity?
told us what they're doing.
Shh! Nobody listens to me.
Nobody hears us anyway. I got it. This week I got a few things going on, but I think it's I don't remember which videos are going up. Here they are. Hang on, I can tell you now. Wednesday is whoops. A big trade I did with Ben Parker's comics, and then on Friday is a major money I spent. I'm not even saying on some mystery boxes from Whatnot, and but I will be. I think next Sunday we're good. Saturday I'm having my anniversary with the wife, and Thursday we're going for. Well, I'll get the video and show you guys. I'm going in for a colonoscopy. They'll give me a video file of it now. I hear.
There you go. That's the real old man. That's a real old man collectible.
Talk about the manhole.
Yep, manhole. So come Wednesday, I get to drink. I get to have nothing. No, I get to all day at work. No,
we understand how it works.
Yeah, we've
Jello and water.
So,
I'm not looking forward to it. But other than that, that's it, guys. Thanks for coming on out. We had 12 people watching at one point, which is a new record. We're down to 5. So
weird how the colonoscopy content doesn't draw in the viewers.
I remember the last one I had, they actually gave me pictures. I'm like, I don't want to see that.
Well, he knows that Taylor told him content is content.
Yep,
exactly.
So, thanks, guys. Oh, now we see Chris's face. We can see his screen through his glass. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Have a nice night.
Hasta la pasta via con queso.